Hi guys, so at the moment I'm flying a Hogshead. Now the Hogshead is a relatively unpopular ship with the player base. However, I find that it's pretty darn great. We've also got other ships like the Star Queen, which is also a space liner, and the Centipede, which is a really good space liner. I started off with the high start this time round, just trying it out. So the Hogshead is actually brilliant. It's 4.3 million credits, and the reason I love this ship is because you can customize it to quite a big degree. Now, if we look at the Star Queen, you've got a lot more tons that you can use in your outfit space and everything like that. And the Hogshead's it's subpar. So you've not got as much cargo, not got as many bunks, but it's still a good ship, and I'll show you why in a minute. Then you got the Centipede, which is actually regarded quite highly by players. So let's show you why the Hogshead's good. So anyway, we are first of all going to go to these missions here. So for these missions, we have strike breaker missions. Now these will basically allow us to take some people on a long journey, because we are very far away. We're in Alnair, and we can basically do a huge amount of jumps with the ship when we've set it up right. So first of all, I'm going to go to Sol. I'm going to go to trading. I'm going to sell off the food that I bought. I'm going to go to Sol, and I'm going to find out that metal is a really good thing to trade there. So I'm going to buy all of those metals. And I've got basically sold off a load of the outfits that the Hogshead has, like the shielding and everything else, just to buy more cargo room. So I've been making a huge amount of money with these ships. They are absolutely brilliant, and I highly recommend them to any player who's starting out for the first time, who wants to make easy money and isn't necessarily a great fighter. So here we go, we've got a large bulk delivery going down that way, but it's very far away, and we can make a lot more journey en route. So the next stop we're going to is Zosma. So just going to check out Zosma on the map. We can make the most money out of heavy metals. So just to show you what I've got for the outfits. Outfits. Looks like you've got new stock. Yep, I'll just ignore that. Sorry about that. But anyway, I've sold off the battery packs. I've got a super capacitor just so that my energy I can save some energy. I've kept my thrusters, although you can go with whatever thrusters you want. You can sell off everything and just go with a basic ion steering and thruster. So you don't really need to worry too much about that. As long as you've got good cargo expansions, that's good. It comes with luxury accommodations, which is good as well, because it allows wealthy tourist missions. You can have a brig, so there's room for convicts as well. And I've just sold off absolutely everything, including my shield generator, so I can get a bit of extra fuel, and I can get a lot of extra cargo in this puppy. So with 150 comfortably 150 cargo speed, I'm still maneuverable enough to jump quickly, and I'm doing missions that are going to be earning me huge amounts of cash, and they're not really high risk missions either, so I'm not risking losing fleet or getting people sort of killed, things like that. So that's always good. And I'm just building up my money with that one. Just going to check the job boards. There's transport workers to Midgard. So that's just en route. There's nothing, unfortunately, in the system nearby, but we are just doing this to show you how easy it is to make money with one of these space liners. So I've always liked the idea of being able to fly a space liner since escape velocity, and the Hogshead doesn't let me down. So 1 million credits, bam, mission completed. So there's a wealthy tourist group, 817,000 for the journey back there. That's really nice. I can even get a bulk delivery here to Midgard. So because I don't have the territory mapped out, I can go and not risk any of my cargo, because I'm carrying someone else's cargo, which is really handy. So just going to land here for a second. So I drop my cargo off, collect some money. Workers done, 392. I'm already at 6.7 million credits now, which is getting a little bit ridiculous. So how far can I travel? I can travel to Alphard, so I have transport family. Yep, that's 102 credit, 132 credits. Delivery to follower, that's also more credits. Do my trading, so how much can I get? 379 on luxury goods. Yes, baby, we are going with that. So we're just going on a merry little journey, and we're just earning credits. The thing about Spaceliners is it's not a highly expensive way of life in terms of you don't have ridiculously high costs, and if you get rid of all of the outfits that you don't need and literally just use all your outfit space for cargo expansions, you can carry extra cargo and just take the expensive missions. That Strike Breakers mission's not a lot, so we're going to ignore that for the moment. But the tourists is a good mission, so we're selling that off. We're already at 7 million credits. Bring up the map, have a little look. What can we make money on? Electronics, buy those. And I'm well on the way to earning myself a Star Queen. I think I can already afford that. And the Star Queen is even better because it's got more innate bunks, it's got better shields, it's just an overall better ship, and it's much more up to date than the Hogshead. So if you look at these different missions, you've got like wilderness retreat missions where you can take people on a long journey like this. You've got wealthy tourists to Foundry. Let's have a little look. Whereabouts is that on the map? Hang on a sec. So, wealthy tourists to Foundry. Yep, going to accept that. I can't accept the other one, the Wilderness Retreat one. But the wealthy tourist is paying me more money. So, that's pretty good. Just going to check the trade tab, sell that. It's honestly so easy to make money when you've got one of these types of ships. So even if it does seem like it's broken. Like when you're first sort of playing the game and you're not really thinking too much about different prices and things. I'm just going to land en route. I'm going to go to the trading tab, make sure I've got something that I can make profit on. I should have bought it like far away really and just not thought about it, but I knew I had to land at one point during my journey, and usually you can make decent bucks just by doing sort of little runs like this. So basically with a Hogshead I've already almost paid off the blooming ship, so it's really good. And when you consider that see, we've even got one to Mars, it's addictive being able to make this kind of money. But ideally what we want to do is we want to find a place where we can buy ourselves a Star Queen. So we can buy one in Alpha Centauri, and we can do that immediately after we've sort of finished this mission. So just going to Sol, landing on Mars, very simple, like so. 9 million credits, absolutely beautiful. I could get a centipede, but what is the point of getting a centipede when we are stuck in Earth and dragging you around the universe with me? So we're going to get a Star Queen now. So we're going to buy you. So I'm going to call you Princess Peach. Now we can use this as our flagship, or we can just have that coming around with us. Doesn't really matter. It's probably better off having it as the flagship, but because it's not going to die as easy. But you know, we don't really need to worry about that kind of thing. So in terms of fuel, make sure we've got the same fuel capacity. That's very important because we've got 2 different ships now that we're looking after. Going to sell my shield generator, which is a big one. That's 60 space, and we can get cargo expansions already with those. We've got heavy anti-missile turrets. We're going to sell them off. Strip this ship dry, baby. Strip it. battery pack, we definitely don't need a battery pack slowing us down, and we can buy ourselves a nice little supercapacitor there, like so. And already, we've got a reverse thruster as well installed on this ship, so I'm just going to sell the reverse thruster. And what I'm going to put my money into probably next is going to be a better steering. So there's a reason I want better steering, and that is I want these ships to turn with me. So 27, that's 63, that's relatively good. I've got a lot of outfit space that I can use. Buy. So now I've got decent cargo space of 180 tons, lots of crew bunks, and I can make money. So we go to the job board, and we don't have any particularly good passenger missions at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to the trading tab, get rid of my equipment, and I'm just going to find a place that will sell stuff for a decent value. So luxury goods, 242. I'm going to buy all of that up. I've got 330 now of those ones. I'm going to go to Castor, and basically my Star Queen should jump relatively quickly along with me because I have invested in getting myself a decent turning engine, and it's able to do the same jumps as me, which is really good. So I'm going to offer a bribe, so that's cost me 300,000 credits just to get there. Go to the credits thing, sell it. Okay, that's paid for the bribe. Not too great, but basically we're keeping our eye out for these sort of colonist missions. You've got colonists that want to get to places. 73 people want to get to Skillet. That looks like a job for me. Unfortunately, I'm not going to make it all of that journey, so I can look to the side, find myself with heavy metals, and basically just load myself up for a good old cargo trip that's going to earn me money. I made a mistake going to Castor and paying for that sort of thing, but that's not really that big a deal, to be honest. You know, and the Star Queen is following relatively quickly behind, although it would probably have been better off getting a couple of hogsheads for what this thing is worth, because all of the crew bunks are added together between your ships, so you can basically make very decent profits doing routes like this. So we've got medical is good. So I'm just going to go to the job board because there's two other jobs to go to Skillet. So I'm going to cut down on what I need to buy in terms of things. It was medical, if memory serves. So medical plus 220. So I'm going to buy all of those. And let's see what just a short trip is going to yield us. Because we haven't had to run entirely around the universe for that. We are under a lot of threat from other ships that appear in the systems. But as you see... Right. Oh, there's a cached message. Oh, someone's thanking me. That's so nice. Anyway, I'm able to make enough money very quickly to buy another ship. So this is just a very good way to make money. I mean, if you look at the amounts you can get for the passenger deliveries, they're good. You've got a lot of big rush deliveries that you can do that give decent money. So the game will basically help you by giving you missions that will give you a higher yield of reward. So not everything is like cheap workers and things everywhere in the universe, but you can... I mean, that's 197 tons of earmuffs need to go from A to B. So if I sell all of those, I can see I've got 333, and so we've got like bulk deliveries that are going to bounties. We've got 95 tons of stuff that needs to go there. So we can basically find missions that will take us all over the place relatively easily. Just going to go one jump across. So medical, I can take it across and just make a small amount of profit on that. So back to the trading, sell everything. So yeah, we look out for the colonist missions, look out for good big passenger deliveries, and also grab some of the other missions. I don't know if there's a specific place that you can find the passenger deliveries more often, but the big ones will appear occasionally if you undock and dock in places and move around a little bit. So you can get, because of the huge amount of money you can earn, having the crews which are required to run these ships is not a lot. And when you're looking at ships like the Centipede, which is another good space liner, you're looking at a ship that is slightly subpar with cargo in comparison to having more bunks. So the question really becomes, is it worth it? I mean, you've got less outfit space on the Star Queen by only a small amount. It's still a fast ship, even though the Centipede is ludicrously fast, but your cargo space is very, very low. So I don't necessarily rate the Centipede very highly. I think the Star Queen and the Hogshead both are good, and they're a great way to earn money, especially when you're starting out in the game. And the fact is, you've got so many different missions that you can pick up that will give you money. So even if you start off and you're not making a lot of money, you can still get these, like this wealthy tourist group to long jump. That's 2 million credits. Just 2 million credits from having two of these ships, which is absolutely ludicrous. So what we do is we do the same thing that we do normally. We find a place where we are going to dock, go to the trading tab, click the map, and there we go. We make a slight profit on food. That sounds good enough to me. So that will pay a little bit of our journey's way. Because the thing is, we've got to be, every day we're paying crew salaries. So we want to at least increase increase the money that we've got coming in. Because every day our money's going to go down. And what I'm doing is a bit of a high risk strategy, because even though my ship is a little bit tanky, it'll still fold like a wet paper cup in a blizzard. So we've got to be careful en route when we're doing these kind of jobs. But then again, anything that's going to give us jobs on the way, so rush delivery to New Sahara, but there's a strike breakers to New Sahara. That's probably going to be better, and we can just get a bit of a trade going on with that. So I'm just getting caught up in the game again. I've been trying not to get distracted by just gaming, because I really do love the game, and I just love making the credits go up and earning more than I'm putting my monies in. Right, so we're doing all right there. Do we have any other missions there? We've got a prisoner transport to long jump, so we can get to long jump in one more series of jumps. We don't know what we don't know what's they're going to have, so it's better not to invest in anything. Oh, I've just been shot to bits. This is what happens when you don't do things very well. But we managed to escape from a little bit of abuse there. The Hogshead is nowhere near as durable as the Star Queen, but you know, this is the first time I've actually been using this ship, and I was recommended against it, but compared to like the idea of destroying enemy ships and doing that and having to deal with that all of the time, getting things like 2 million credits for a very, very little bit of work and not having to blow things up in order to get that is good. So we've got wealthy tourists there, only a few wealthy tourists there, nice wealthy tourists there. I mean, these missions are good because they're a huge amount of money. In terms of like the Earth Day celebrations, sometimes they can have big rewards. So we want to find something that's en route. There's a passenger transport at Silver, and it's just a matter of sort of stocking this stuff up. So if we're going to Reunion, our main stop's going to be Vega en route. So check the trading tab, bring up the map, do everything we always do, and make sure we buy ourselves some food. There's not that big an increase, but it doesn't matter because we're only aiming to cover costs at the moment, because every single day it's a meager 5,400 salary. It's absolutely nothing in terms of the game. So even if I end up starting to take out ludicrous levels of loans in order to start an entire fleet of ships like this, I'm going to be doing well. I've just undocked because I forgot to wait for my Star Queen. Sell all. I generally like ships that will always do. Okay, so just ignoring the advice. Sorry about that. There's a mission to CAF, so I'm just going to check that one out. So Kraken Station, but I'm only going to Reunion, so we just want to find out what we're making a profit on. Luxury goods seems good to me. 330 hull with all of these things. Costs me about 310 to 320 to buy those, but we're gonna see a nice little profit out of those when we sell. So it doesn't matter because we've just got another million, a cool million in loose change. And on top of that, we've just made another stack of credits. So by doing this stuff with these tourists, it's like, look at the numbers: 1.61, 1.78, 1.877. It's like these are not small amounts of money. 63 passengers want to go to Earth. You got 5 passengers who want to go to Earth, and the best part is none of these missions are ones that need to be done over time. You got colonists who need to get to places, so there's a large amount of missions, and all of them are going to earn you money. And it just goes to show that a ship like the Hogshead is not a bad ship. If you don't want to play a game where you're being violent all the time and you just want to chill out and trade, Hogshead and the Star Queen, they're both brilliant and I highly recommend them. Anyway, I'll stop wittering now. Thanks for joining me and you have a lovely time. Bye!